Welcome back to the Hive, a zombie apocalypse, you beautiful people. And it would appear our artillery shells finally got the direct hit. Hit a bunch of their artillery shells and now they're going off. And doing a decent little bit of damage. Which means this mech cluster will get taken out nice and soon. Now, almost all of the cataphracts that got sent in, we might have killed off. But details, that sounds like a them problem. And then we've also got this guy who's a Stellark. Had a little look on the quest thing. And it turns out it doesn't matter if he dies. And he's been really pretentious. Like, oh, I require a bedroom and I need acceptable food. It's like, yeah, no. You've come to the wrong place if you think you're going to get those, buddy. But what I will let you do, as a favour from me to you, is you can go search and destroy melee and go absolutely nuts with your mono sword and see how much damage you can do. You know, go down gloriously. I'm not sure if he's like Vikings, so he believes in Valhalla or not. He's definitely not. What's actually your ideology before we send you to the wrong death? Creed of Solidarity. Yeah, sounds like a you problem, buddy. Go in, make yourself proud, or ruin a bunch of mechanoids' days, die on the way, and then everyone wins. And how long till the automortal goes off? We've still got 8 days. We've got 8 days left to shell it. Mech high shield's still going to be annoyingly tough. And let's actually go and redirect these artillery pieces. So we're only down to 3 now because we need to move crankshaft across. And let's put that into here. What have we got that can go up? Nothing too much. Hopefully there's some firmer backgrounds left in the auto turrets. Auto inferno cannon turrets. And then that'll be cool. Yeah, it should be nice and simple. And who's this? Ezra. Okay, let's put you on aim shot and let's see what you can do. And just run out there. I don't think Ezra's going to do too much. And we've also got zombies turning. Alright. Bedo. Make something happen, buddy. Wow, you are so slow. Someone needs to put some bionic legs in you or something. What you got? You got a zoom. Oh yeah, that's a good one. So you got a ranged bionic part and you run around with a sword. To be fair, not gonna lie, cataphract armor, insanely powerful. Bit of a shame we can't have any. If we could have some, like, these hives would be utterly unstoppable. But then I kind of find that's a nice balance. Oh, seeing as you're there, actually, oh, useless. Absolutely useless. Oh, I got my leg shot off, my jaw shot off, I got hit in the head, the arm and the leg, and oh, I can't fight anymore. Yeah, how did you ever get important? Go. Anyway, that is enough of these guys. They're pretty much all dead now, and let's actually get on with some important stuff. Interesting. After all of the mortar shells, after all of the deaths, literally what's it come down to is one guy in cataphract armor. Punching an auto mortar to death. Oh, I'm not even mad. So, successfully, we have nearly wiped out all of ye olde cataphracts. I mean, not that we needed to, and not that we probably should have, but we did because we could, which is fine. And now what we're going to do, run beeping. Beep will take out the last 2 cannons. And the Stellark turned into a zombie and is now dead. And Beep the mean machine. Off you go, buddy. Absolutely shredded it. Cool, 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 cool. So this is all ours. Standard procedure. Everything on ye old hall urgently. And then deconstruct whatever's left. Should get a few architect fragments from that. Nothing fancy, nothing amazing. Allied the Broken Empire. Cool, well that's good. At least they can send us reinforcements. Not that they're going to do much against centipedes. Because I've got a feeling pretty much everything we're going to be fighting, once this starts to take off, is going to be mechanoids. Now, with the new defensive setup, I think we should be alright. But still, mechanoids are mechanoids, and mechanoids are tough and annoying. And yeah, it's going to be a seriously weirdly shaped ship. And can't do that until they're put in. That's fine. So what are we up to now? We're up to 5, and I think that we had like 18 Was it 18 we've got? 18 of those 3 plus the queen, 9. 16. Oh, do we still have one in there? Yeah, we still got one in the old sarcophagus, who needs to be brought back as well. Cool. Yeah, no, this is fine. So it would look like they have finally updated the old mines. Now, these mines were working super well, carried us through pretty much the whole game, and now they're being updated. We won't get any resources from them, so I had to call in a whole bunch of resource traders to try and get the money together. Well, when I say money, I mean steel. We do have a fair bit of it, but these cost 2,000 a pop and take 2,500 watts of power to power. To power. Yeah, that makes sense. So hopefully these things are actually going to do a decent amount of work, and we can actually get some resources out. Because right now we are starving for them. That being said, what we do have, well, did have, was a whole bunch down here. So steel chunks. Now this is what I really, really like. When you can get stuff close enough and you have people that work quickly, just watching numbers go down and all of that going up super quick, very, very satisfying. So it's on, what's this, like 4 times speed, so I think 4 times speed is actually 18 times speed. But yeah, if we look over here, they pick the chunk up and then nothing happens. Work, 1, nothing, nothing, nothing. So yeah, let's just go and get rid of these. You can't do constructing, and J longer, can you? We'll sort that in a second. That's not really a massive issue. Now, what we have been able to do is this. We have a crazy amount of the charge auto turrets. These are going to be able to shred centipedes. Centipedes will slightly outrange us, so if they come around here, yes, they're going to be very annoying. But then I'm also thinking of making a strong point here, so when they come round, they will just get absolutely caught up in the crossfire, and hopefully that will stop the thermo barrack rounds from just going in and shredding all the turrets. Whether or not that works, probably not. I reckon the thermo barracks will be able to shoot before and then come around and then get taken out. So we might actually need to strip this back a bit, so there isn't as many turrets here, because this actually seems like a very, very expensive thing to do. Unless we go wall there, which will stop that creep. Then we need another wall there to stop that creep. That should be fine. Now this is where it gets a little bit more challenging, because then these turrets can't shoot across. Which would then make this turret here utterly useless. So that could be the first one of the new set. Easy. Even though turrets are going to have less of a field of fire, but they're quite expensive, and we kind of need them shooting. All of this, happy with, other than that section there needs a granite wall to be put in. Cool, yeah, that should sort that. That should all be fine. These we don't need to worry about. These are done how they're meant to be. That is just in case anything breaches. And saying about that, let's go across here like this then. Force them down the chamber. That's fine. You need to be gotten rid of. They will get deconstructed when we actually have enough builders in time. Yeah. This is looking pretty decent for us. So I think before the end of this episode, we get the ship started. Hopefully, if everything works. Yeah, we've just gone through 4,000 steel, like in absolutely no time. Okay, that is actually driving me insane. Okay, you're over here now. Leave that alone. Beep, deconstruct. Gen longer, not sure why you're on there, but details. And the last one is going down. So hopefully this solves that. Cancel that, and then cancel this. And then maybe we kick out enough steel for something to actually happen. And maybe the guys even use it. That would be great. If not, we're going to have to call in a bunch more resource traders. And yeah, we've got a lot of kit, but not much they'll sell for much. Pretty simply, because everything is pretty much ammo. 23,000. 8,000. That's the same one. That's the same one. Okay, 4,120. And then a whole bunch of other turrets and rounds and stuff. Awesome. We've got plenty of ammo, but that's about it. Okay, Omni Drill seems to be working right. 69 a time. And now I know that looks like that's going like pretty quick. And it is, but then also take it into account that Jan Longer is so broken. Actually, let's just go over here, that'll be easier. Consciousness 130%, moving nearly 200, manipulation 330, talking 130. Okay, a bunch of things changed. It looks like one of his things ran out. But yeah, he has 2 advanced bionic arms, advanced bionic spine, extra dexterous appendages. Yeah, he's a bit of a beast. he's kicking out quite a lot. Actually, that's Terra. Okay, that's a lot of resources Terra can do. Do you know what? I am not even mad about this Omni Drill. This thing is insane. Actually awesome. Okay, now all we need is this one up, which means we need 400 plasteel. But it doesn't matter how much these guys make, we're just burning through it. So let's do this. I reckon we take this one up to 1,630, just because I'm not going to round it down. And then kick out a whole bunch more plasteel, and then hopefully with the plasteel we can get a second Omni Drill going. And off the back of that, we are going to need more mechanoid power cells, because what's our surplus? 6,400. That is decent, but that's not exceptional for sure. And thankfully, 2 mechanoid power cells right here, so we don't mind if we do. So 5,236. Nothing else we really want. Do we have any 60 mils? Yes, we do. Sell those off. The rest is ours. No point sending any of that stuff off. Oh, and we've got a whole bunch of guns. And got about 2,000 from the guns, so just minus 3,000. 200 odd. That is cool. Right, let's find a place to put more power cells. Just throwing out there, we are rating these Omni Drills. So getting one to produce the second was somewhat challenging. Took a while to do. But then as soon as that second one's up, we managed to kick out this third one in absolutely no time. And now we are producing more resources than we're consuming, which obviously super good thing for us. So we're not even mad. Have had to call in a whole bunch of Polaris block so that we could get more mechanoid power cells. So now we've got another group down here, and I think excess is 18,000, which means that we can put in a whole bunch more mini turrets. And what we're doing is we're just trying this little configuration here. Okay, let's move that wall to there. If a rocket goes in there, it can only take that one out. Same as in that section. If it goes into here, it can only take that one out. And so the idea is they can't be chained across in a similar way that we try to reinforce the ones down here. It does limit how far they can shoot and what they can shoot at. But honestly, I don't think it makes a huge difference. Just trying to keep them alive. Because if the thermobaric centipedes are firing off their shots, well, truth be told, that is kind of a victory in its own. Because, well, then they're not shooting us. And let's just go like this. Very, very simple defensive line. And works out pretty well. You just can't fit as many in. But details, we'll have this for the moment. This should be more than enough. Well, when I say more than enough, it's probably not. But it will buy us some time and more of a proof of concept. And if this does work really well, it's going to be a very simple template to replicate about. And let's go chuck them in there where they're meant to be, and there and there. So that is 1 power cell, 2 power cells, like 2 2/3. Yeah. So yeah, they require a lot of power. Let's hope they're worth it. I reckon they will be. And there is no point waiting around to figure out what happens. So let's call in a mechanoid raid. It's going to be the fastest way to find out, right? Either it works or it doesn't work. And what we got? 12 centipedes. Lancers I'm not too fussed about. That thermobaric pede looks like it wants to come down here. So standard procedure. Strike team. Ooh, don't want to be doing that. Okay, let's try this again. Strike team down here. Then we also need to get everyone into defensive area 2. And some of those turrets are online. Yeah, might have jumped the gun a little bit. But to be fair, just want to try to see if this worked. or works more appropriately. Whenever you're ready, take it down. Yeah, not too interested about the small stuff. Small stuff we can deal with. Is going to be no worries. Okay, you guys get on to doing what you're doing. Get onto your proper big boy guns, reload. And we are going to have somewhat of a shootout. Okay, so this is problematic and different. This Infernopede has using Inferno Cannon on Nutrient Paste Dispenser. It's trying to shell through the top of the base along here. How many rounds do you have left? You got 7, so you're going to be able to breach those walls. We don't really want the walls on the outside. Fine, we'll send a strike team through. No, we won't send them that way. Man, these doors are going to get some of us killed. I think they already did they? Did they get someone killed? Possibly. So we'll come around that way, take them out. Annoyingly, some Lancers came along this way, which wouldn't be too much of an issue. But the Lancers, these big boys will fire at them. And those rounds, they can only hold 3 of them. And obviously if they're shooting however many turrets we got there, 7 of them at like 1 Lancer, it's not worth it. It means that we don't have it to take on the old centipedes, which is what obviously more what we need them for. Okay, strike team took that one out. You guys, not sure where you want to go that way, come back here. Turrets are turned off at the moment, so we've only got the little ones. Light work on those. Back onto these ones. You guys back online as well. If I can get the camera right, that'd be amazing. And should just be able to blast these apart. But just interested on the range, because if they completely outrange us, I'm going to need to refigure the old defensive setup. We could... when they hit, they're amazing. It's just hitting seems to be the issue. But... them all being stunned isn't a bad thing. That is for sure. One turret down. Doing a decent amount of damage, but nothing exceptional, and they're just going to push through. So we're going to run into the same problem as we had last time, which is turrets don't do much, and then centipedes come in, or the Infernopeds, and just blast everything apart. Now we have learned our lesson not to charge out in the centipedes, because centipedes turns out are particularly good at killing things. It's almost like they're designed to siege bases and kill things. They do it very, very well, especially in Combat Extended. Combat Extended makes things a lot more challenging, but also a lot more fun at the same time. So yeah, the centipedes are going to stay there for a while, so we've got to find a way to push them off the corner, and you're out of ammo. What is this thing's range? So they're just on the outside of it, so maybe... just so we know the marker. And then, what about you? No, that's just the blueprint, so we can't choose from there. And follow the bum of the lamb, and then across 2. I think that's about it there. Pretty spot on. Oh, that's a steel reinforcement. Okay, we want granite. Take this one out. So we've got a rough idea of the line that we need to be able to draw the centipedes past to be like able to effectively engage them, I guess. Not that we really wanted a kill zone. I really dislike them. I kind of find them a bit boring. But this is a very, very big kill zone, which makes it interesting. So next time, they would have to come along here and push through. Now we just reinforce the walls on the outside and the inside, which then forces them in even more. We can't build too far this way because of the mud. And then that will force them onto the actual turrets. And if they're on the actual turrets themselves, then we're going to be able to shoot them instead of them just staying back and being able to shoot us. Okay, I'm going to go forward for a bit because we know what happens here. Centipedes just stay there and then blast the defences apart. Unless it comes into range. then yeah, the bullets that miss end up hitting the ones behind it as well. So yeah, we're not mad if we engage them in here. Obviously we like to engage them a little bit closer, because then we're going to be more accurate. And is there a way that we can force them into a section where we can have the stunning rounds hitting them, and then the heavy autocannon rounds? And that one hasn't even been rearmed. Oh, that is super useful, and always end up being on suppress. Suppress doesn't do anything. Fantastic. Well, we know the corner kind of works if they're not firing back. They got 3 out. We can take 3. I mean, what's worse that can happen? Someone dies and then we just mech resurrect them. Yeah, I'll take those chances. And it looks like they're pretty distracted, I'd like to think. I'll tell you what, we actually come down low, move across, and then we can get them pinned. Yeah, there's one down. Yeah, if we're only fighting small numbers of centipedes, man, we can take them so easy because we can just have overwhelming firepower, then we stun them, and then these guns shred them. But yeah, these are things that we got to find out now before we start the ship, because say if this raid had come in and done that, and then another raid came in straight after, then the centipedes would just destroy everything along here. Well, these guys would have eventually, and then they'd be into here. Then they'd get through this super quick, and then they'd be onto this section. Then once they're through there, it will go back to, I think it was like episode 9 or 8, where we had to like guerrilla warfare the centipedes. And that was, we got lucky, is how I would have described that. Is 10% micromanagement, 90% luck carried us through that. Without wording completely horribly, we shouldn't have survived it. But we did, because also there's a bug. So yeah, we made it. So, all things considered, what do we need? These walls need to be about 3 or 4 thick, I think. Just to stop, well, big boy rounds from just being able to go through them. Still haven't faced a termite yet, which might be quite interesting. Termites are awesome, but combat extended, I think they are going to be utterly terrifying. And how far can we bring it this way? We can go to there, and then this section all just becomes solid as well. Then I think like that. That should keep that section moving, which means turrets, more turrets can shoot. And off the back of that, we can have a smaller line of turrets across here that can shoot up. Now, annoyingly, this all has to be reinforced as well. Because we know centipedes are going to go shooting through it, which means, again, we might need to just build across there like that. I think as we're going that way already, chuck the door in here, and actually have this as a chamber that we can get in and out of. No reason why not, other than maybe sappers want to go through it, but then if we find sappers coming along here, that's not going to be too difficult to deal with. Yeah, I think that will do. That's all reinforced. Chuck a door into the corner here, so now we have access to more parts of the map. Reinforced embrasures across down here. And then we just bang some turrets into that section. And I think, all of a sudden, we're going to have some better defences. One of the nice things about having like lots and lots of resources is you can build things that you normally cannot justify building. So in this case, we're making a very defensible location just because one centipede shot like 3 rounds at it. Yeah, that is good. That needs doing. That needs doing. We're going to need like another 6 more power cells to supply the turrets. Ship, how are we looking? We're up to 11 caskets. Right, 11's not bad. Not the like 17 or 18 that we need. There's 3 more. And I believe that that should be everything. So that part of the ship just needs being made. These walls need to be redone. This defensive setup needs to be put in there. More turrets into that section. And we need to get this Omni drill to start kicking up granite chunks. Doing 2x, I think we want 100. And let's take that up to 2,000 and take this up to 8,000. Yeah, I'm liking that. I am liking that. I think that we are going to be okay, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, I'm going to bring the episode to the end. So, thank you very much for watching the Hives vs Zombies. I've been Konzi. Who likes, comments, sub, support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.